Hello and welcome back, lovely students. My name is Ashwant and I'm from India, which happens to be a very awesome, wonderful country. And today I have got a very exciting math lesson for you all. Want to know what's that? Then please don't skip and stick with me till the end. Here we go. So we have got three different questions for today's session. Read these questions carefully before we get into solving. Pause the video and read it carefully. Okay. So these three questions follows a very different pattern and the working rule is same for all these three. Well, let's understand what's the working rule and we will start with the first one. So our first question is 2 to the power x is equals to 3 to the power y is equals to 12 to the power z. Then we have to prove that 1 by z is equals to 1 by y plus 2 by x. Okay, let's start it. Let's say 2 to the power x is equals to 3 to the power y is equals to 12 to the power z is equals to k. Now many of you might feel uncomfortable with this statement. Well, let me give you a realistic example of this scenario. Let's say we have 2 to the power 6 and 4 cube and 8 square. Now just try to relate these three with the above question that we are given. So 2 to the power 6, if you write the value, it comes out to be 64. 4 cube, again 64, and 8 square, again 64. So these three exponential forms are actually giving you the same value, 64. So that's why 2 to the power x is equals to 3 to the power y is equals to 12 to the power z. So we are given that these three exponential forms with base 2, 3 and 12 is giving the same value. So there has to be some specific value. So that's why that is specific value I have assumed it to be k, and k will be a positive real number here. Okay. So one more thing I can conclude from this statement, that 2 to the power 6 is equals to 64 and 4 cube is equals to 64. I am segregating this, and 8 square is equals to 64. Then we can write 2 is equals to 64 to the power 1 by 6, 4 is equals to 64 to the power 1 by 3, and 8 is equals to 64 to the power 1 by 2. Now you guys all might be aware that whenever we shift the power from the left hand side to the right hand side, we reciprocate the power. So that's why if we are shifting 6 from left to the right, it becomes 1 by 6. If we shift 3 from left to the right, it becomes 1 by 3, and 2 from left to right, it becomes half. Okay, so coming back to the solution area. Okay, so I can write 2 to the power x is equals to k, and 3 to the power y is equals to k, and 12 to the power z is equals to k, right? Now I shift the power from left hand side to the right hand side, so it becomes 2 is equals to k to the power 1 by x, it becomes 3 is equals to k to the power 1 by y, and it becomes 12 is equals to k to the power 1 by z. I hope you all understand till now. Okay, let's move forward. So for 12, I can say it is 4 into 3 is equals to k to the power 1 by z. For 4, I can say 2 to the power 2 into 3 is equals to k to the power 1 by z. Now for 2, we have k to the power 1 by x. So we put the value of 2, k to the power 1 by x, which is further raised to the power 2. And for 3, we have k to the power 1 by y is equals to k to the power 1 by z. Now we use the exponent law here. Exponent law. Which exponent law? Many of you might have got the answer. It's actually a to the power m to the power n, which we express as a to the power m into n. Okay, so I can write k to the power 1 by x into 2 is your 2 by x into k to the power 1 by y is equals to k to the power 1 by z. Now see here carefully, numbers with same base, numbers with same base. I repeat, numbers with same base getting multiplied, we add the exponents. So we get k raised to the power 2 by x plus 1 by y. It actually follows from this law. When we have a to the power m into a to the power n, numbers with same base, when they get multiplied, we add the exponents, right? Is equals to k to the power 1 by z. Now we have one more law that I have been repeating it again and again in my previous sessions. When we have a to the power m is equals to a to the power n, then we write m is equals to n. Okay, so following this law, I can say 2 by x plus 1 by y is equals to 1 by z. So this is what we're supposed to prove. Okay, it doesn't matter, we can shift the sides. 2 by x plus 1 by y. Okay, so we can check it, like this is what we're supposed to prove. Yes, 1 by z is equals to 1 by y plus 2 by x. Okay, and we have finally done here. 1 by z is equals to 2 by x plus 1 by y. I hope you all understand and enjoy this. So coming back to our next question of today's session, we have 2 to the power x is equals to 3 to the power y is equals to 6 to the power minus z. Then we have to prove that 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z is equals to 0. Now the same working rule for this question as well as we did for the first one. So the first step is, let's say 2 to the power x is equals to 3 to the power y is equals to 6 to the power minus z is equals to k, where k is any positive real. K is any positive real number. Okay, this is your k. K is any positive real number. Now we segregate these all three. 2 to the power x is equals to k, and 3 to the power y is equals to k, and 6 to the power minus z is equals to k. Now we shift the power of the exponential from the left hand side to the right hand side, and as you all know, in the previous question I just told you that we have to reciprocate the power. We'll do the reciprocal when we'll shift the power. So this will be your 2 is equals to k to the power 1 by x, 3 is equals to k to the power 1 by y, and 6 is equals to k to the power 1 by minus z, which is actually 6 is equals to k to the power minus 1 by z. Okay, now for 6 I can write 6 is equals to k to the power minus 1 by z. For 6 I can write 2 into 3. Okay, so now the value of 2 we can write k to the power 1 by x. For 3 we can write k to the power 1 by y is equals to k to the power minus 1 by z. Now we have exponent law, and I have been repeating it in all the previous sessions, that when we have got numbers in the multiplication form with same base, we'll add the exponents. So 1 by x plus 1 by y is equals to k to the power minus 1 by z is actually the law a to the power m into a to the power n is equals to a to the power m plus n. This law. So this follows from this law. Now a to the power m is equals to a to the power n implies m is equals to n. So following this, I can write 1 by x plus 1 by y is equals to minus 1 by z. And if I bring minus 1 by z on the right hand side, on the left hand side, it becomes 1 by x plus 1 by z is equals to 0. And this is what we were supposed to prove. And we are done. So coming back to the third question of our today's session, we have 3 to the power x is equals to 5 to the power y is equals to 75 to the power z. Then we have to prove that z equals x into y upon 2x plus y. Now again we'll start with the same step. We'll say that this is the solution area. We'll say that, let's say 3 to the power x is equals to 5 to the power y is equals to 75 to the power z is equals to k. Okay, because all these three exponential forms are equal, that means they are giving the same final value. So let's say the final value is k, where k happens to be a positive real, right? Now we'll segregate all these three exponential forms with k as their value. So we have got 3 to the power x is equals to k, then we have got 5 to the power y is equals to k, and lastly 75 to the power z is equals to k. Now as we shift the exponent from the left hand side to the right hand side, we'll do the reciprocal. So this becomes 3 is equals to k to the power 1 by x, this becomes 5 is equals to k to the power 1 by y, and lastly we have 75 is equals to k to the power 1 by z. Okay, now for 75, I can write 75 as 25 3 are 75. Why we are doing this? Because we have to express in the terms of 3 and 5. So for 25 I can say 5 square into 3 is equals to k to the power 1 by z. For 5 I can write this value k to the power 1 by y. So this is your k to the power 1 by y raised to the power 2. For 3 I can say k to the power 1 by x, and on the right hand side we have k to the power 1 by z. Now exponent law, a to the power m to the power n says a to the power m into n. So following this we have k to the power 1 by y into 2 is actually k to the power 2 by y into k to the power 1 by x is equals to k to the power 1 by z. Okay, it's all right. I hope you all understand till here. Now we have a law that says a to the power m into a to the power n equals a to the power m plus n. When numbers with same bases are getting multiplied, we add the exponents. So following this, for this equality, I can say k to the power 2 by y plus 1 by x is equals to k to the power 1 by z. Now last and the final step, a to the power m is equals to a to the power n says we can write m is equals to n. So we have 2 upon y plus 1 upon x is equals to 1 upon z. Just observe carefully what we have to prove. We have to prove z is equals to x into y upon 2x plus y, right? So we'll have to simplify it a little more. Just take the LCM. If you take the LCM, in the denominator you have xy, this will 2x, and this will be your xy, and this is your 1 by z. Just a simplification process, and I hope you all are comfortable with this. Okay, and if you do the reciprocal, or if you do the cross multiplication, you will get z is equals to x into y upon 2x plus y, right? So this is what we're supposed to prove, and that's all for today's session. So this was all about today's session, and I did my best to make you all feel comfortable and happy. If you like my video, then please share it to your friends and loved ones, and make sure to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get the notification of my next upcoming videos. See you all, my lovely friends, in my next upcoming videos with more exciting and awesome questions. Till then, bye bye, stay safe and have a nice day.